So in the last session we are seeing how to work with group of characters in Java. Understood? So if you want to work with group of characters in Java, it is very simple because we use the library. Okay, but in other languages we have to write the code for all this. So the Java library is giving extensive support for working with group of characters. Understood? So in fact, to work with group of characters, Java goes on to give you 3 classes. Okay, to work with group of characters, Java is giving you 3 built-in classes. One is the string, other one is the StringBuffer, and the other one would be StringBuilder. So Java is providing you 3 classes, and all these classes are present in the lang package, java.lang package. So these classes are present in java.lang package. Yeah. So now yesterday we saw the string class. Okay, so how does string class, what is string class now? It is used to work with group of characters. Just summarizing yesterday's topic. Okay, it is used to work with group of characters, and a string objects can be created with new operator and without new operator. It has got plenty of utility methods. Plenty of utility methods means what? Anything you want to do with a group of characters, like finding first index, last index, okay, starts with, ends with, checking equality, comparing two strings, whatever you want, all the logic has been written and encapsulated in this particular class. It's a full, very rich class. It's got plenty of utility methods. Understood? So we do not have to write any logic to work with group of characters. That's what string is telling. And that's what is the advantage of it. But the drawback of string is what? Okay. The drawback of, advantage of string is what? First, strings are highly reusable. String objects are highly reusable because they are maintained in the pool. Okay, they are maintained in the pool and they become highly reusable. But at the same time, that reusability is one drawback for string. Why? Because every time you modify a string, a new string object gets created and garbage values will go on getting collected now. And all the string objects which are in the pool are not eligible for garbage collection. That's the drawback of string. Understood? So means which means where we summarize to tell strings are fixed in length and immutable. We summarize to tell in simple word, what one simple statement, strings are fixed in length and immutable. Means if you try to modify it, a new string object gets created. So you understood all that. So there are a lot of advantages of string, but the only drawback what we find about string is what? It is immutable. Correct? Whenever there are a lot of advantages. If you want to work with group of characters, all the support you are getting. But coming to performance wise, the problem is it is not fixed in length. Sorry, it is fixed in length and immutable. It is fixed in length and immutable. So to overcome this problem, okay, means they have given you 2 more classes. Means either you can use StringBuffer and StringBuilder. So now remember, strings are used when you want to have constants in your program. You don't want to change the value. So that time you'll be going for what? Strings, and you'll use them. Extensively you'll be using strings. Okay, but some places you will need to do manipulation, and when you write applications you'll understand this. Some places where you do not want to do manipulation, use string class. Where you want to do manipulation, you can use any of these 2 classes. Which one? StringBuffer and StringBuilder. There's hardly any difference between what? StringBuffer and StringBuilder. We'll see what are the differences. But if you learn, now I'm going to cover StringBuffer. Okay, now I'm going to cover StringBuffer. Both of, see, this is immutable. This is fixed in length, fixed and immutable. Which one? String. But these 2 are not fixed and mutable. Remember that. Okay, more things. Both have the same set of methods. Both the classes have, both of them have what? Same set of methods. Means now if you study any method which is there in StringBuffer, that method is present where? Even in StringBuilder. Same method is there. Now I might be thinking, why did they provide the same logic in 2 classes? We'll see what it is. Understood? So they are not fixed, and one thing is what? They are not fixed in length and mutable. Means you can modify it. Understood? Now only difference between string and StringBuffer comes here. StringBuffer is synchronized, but StringBuilder is not synchronized. That's the only difference between these two. So this difference you will not understand right now. Okay, we'll see that later. First I'll go with explaining you what StringBuffer today. First I'll go on to explain StringBuffer, then I'll explain StringBuilder, then we'll see the differences. Then after seeing the difference between these two, then in a project we'll decide which class will be used for storing values. When means when will you use which class for storing your group of characters. That time we'll decide. Understood? But simple, this is when your string is used when you do not want to change any value. These two can be used when you want to change value. String is used when you do not want to change value, but these two are used when you want to change value. Clear? So we'll go with this topic now today. So see, this is the most important interview question. Even if you have 1 year experience or 2 year experience or 3 years of experience or 4 years of experience, your interview is not complete between the by this question. Your interview is always incomplete without this question. Means what's the difference between string, StringBuffer and StringBuilder? Definite interview question. After 1 year also they'll ask you, 2 years also they'll ask you, 3 years also they'll ask you. So very important class. Clear? So some things, see 90% you'll understand everything here. Okay, but a few things will remain pending. Okay, and that you'll understand some points like synchronized, asynchronized and all. You'll understand gradually later. Understood? But I'll cover extensively all this information now. Okay, even real-time people also have very faint information about all this. You're almost all getting to the level of what? Real-time people now. Even they do not have this extensive information. Okay. So let's start seeing now. So we are studying the library, getting it now? I'm doing only nothing but what? Studying the library, nothing else we are doing. Now see again, StringBuffer is the final class in Java. Which package? Java.lang package. It is used to work what? Group of characters. Now StringBuffer is not fixed in length. Yes, StringBuffer is not fixed in length and mutable. Means we can modify the contents of a string buffer. Now StringBuffer grows and shrinks dynamically. Means if you add something, it will grow in the same memory. If you remove something, it will remove there itself. Means that's what we say, it can grow and shrink dynamically. So for all these points we need examples. I'll be giving you, don't worry, just look at the concept. So we are going to learn thousands of concepts. To make you understand the concept only, I'm giving you example. Understood? So we are going to see thousands of examples, not 1, 2. We are already seeing so many. Again we are going to continue seeing more and more examples. Okay, next. StringBuffer object should be created only with what? New operator. You have to use new operator for StringBuffer object. String is the only class which has an exception where you can create an object without new and with new. Fine. We cannot create an object of StringBuffer without new operator. There is no pooling concept for StringBuffer. There is no pooling concept. Okay. So you can say that is a drawback now. You can say that is a drawback of StringBuffer. Why? Because there is no reusability for StringBuffer objects. Okay, you decide what you want to use. Understood? Now see, it is generally used when too many manipulations will be done. So you have to take the decision. If you are doing too many manipulations, use StringBuffer. If you want to work with the same value, then you go for string. You cannot, we are talking about how they work. Advantage also we are talking, disadvantage also we are talking. Based on your scenario and situation, you choose your class. Understood? You want to do too many manipulations, then using string is a waste thing. You want to work with a lot of utility methods, okay, then you can go for what? Strings. That's how you have to decide. Now, see these 3 points, okay, these 3 points, it will take some time for you to understand. Sometimes you'll understand, some people will understand today, some people will take 1 month, some people will take 1 year, some people will take 3 years to understand these 3 points. So it depends on your ability and capacity, but definitely I'll give you the insight into these 3 points. Understood? So see now, StringBuffer is thread safe. So I not taught you multi-threading. So you'll not understand this point now. When I complete multi-threading, little you'll understand. Again through experience, more you'll understand. Like that it goes on. But these important points, remember, because they'll help you in the interview a lot. Understood? So you have to mention these points in the interview. Okay. So StringBuffer is thread safe, means all the methods of StringBuffer are synchronized, which makes it thread safe but slow in performance. In multi-threading I'll be explaining all this. Understood? When I cover multi-threading, it's slow. StringBuffer is slow as compared to StringBuilder. So this is the major difference between StringBuffer and StringBuilder. Okay, it has slow performance. All the methods are same, but only difference is the methods of StringBuffer are synchronized, string builder are not synchronized. That's all the differences. Understood? So clearly get these 3 points. It has slow performance. Then next, string buffer is recommended when thread safety is required. When you want thread safety, go for string buffer. When you do not want, we go for string builder. That's all. Nothing more. Okay, very minute differences between what? String buffer and string builder. So when you see examples, things become more clearer. So let's start seeing of the examples of what? String buffer. Clear? So now what we'll do, you can open Eclipse and we can start coding. You can open in the same workspace which on lang package. So all the classes related to lang package, I'll be putting it into one workspace. So that's how you have to organize. Else you'll not find your own code later. You'll be searching for your code. Understood? You'll end up searching for your own code. Yeah, I've already put the 2 examples here. Okay. See, one more thing. Now I'm going to rename these 2 because I'll put it in the order. Which one we studied first, which one we studied second. Okay, because if you jumble up later on, you might have confusion. So that's why, see, object class. These are all projects. There are 4 projects in one workspace now. So object class we studied first now. Press F2. If you want to rename something here, press F2. So it'll give this option. You can provide whatever name you want. I'll just add 0 on that set. If you want, you can rename it completely. 01 and string class I'll do what? String class was the second one we studied now in the lang package, so I'll make it as 02. Okay, now we'll go with string buffer now. We start going with string buffer. I've created create the package. I've created a package called as com.cluster. Cluster is a sub package of com. Understood? So then next, yeah, here I will create one class called as demo. You can use some good name also, string buffer demo. I've already used that name, so that's why I'm just giving the name called as demo. There are other examples where I use that, so I'm just using demo. Public static void main I need. So let's see first how you work with the string buffer class. Means how do you create an object of that, how do you store the value in that, and how do you get the output of that. Every class in Java, remember, encapsulates some information. Do not forget this. String buffer is also a class which encapsulates what information? Group of characters information. Group of characters information. Getting it now? Every class in Java encapsulates. So let's see how do you create string buffer. See this. There are 3 ways you can create the string buffer object. This is the first way I'm showing you. Means string buffer control space. See here, string buffer. Enter. Automatically it will come. Okay, SB1 is equal to new string buffer. Okay, done. The string buffer object gets created. Okay, is equals. Okay, this object is created. Sys out. Okay, see, I'm creating a string buffer without any value stored inside it. So it will not contain any value. And if you want, you can print. For example, I'll show you. Value of SB1 is plus SB1. You can run the program. It prints nothing. In fact, value of SB1 is nothing. It's printing because there are no values inside it. Okay, so then next. Now see this. There are some more methods I show you now. We are going to learn the methods now. This is one way. SB dot length. I'll call. So what is length now? What is length? You have to start understanding now. What is length? Huh? Method. You should start understanding the library now. Length. It's high time. You're understanding what you're using now. Length of string buffer is SB dot length. Let's see what is the output of this. Control F11 you can do. You'll see the output directly. Understood? What is the length? 0. Where it is? Okay, so control F11 gives you the output. It's telling length is 0. Now see, one more method I'll introduce now. See, we are studying today the members of what? String buffer. Every day we do this only now. Nothing else. Capacity. What is capacity now? One more method. Let's see this. The capacity of string buffer is 16. Means when the string buffer object is created, okay, memory gets allocated and it is having spaces for 16 characters. It's maintaining an extra space for what? 16 characters. So it maintains this empty space. Why it maintains, this empty space? So that this empty space is utilized for what? Manipulations. Because anytime you manipulate, now you add something and all that, instead of allocating new memory every time, what it will do? First only it will allocate 16 empty spaces, spaces for what? 16 characters and maintain it. That's why it's called as buffer. That 16 characters we call it as what? Buffer space. Means you do add anything now. Where it will be added? In the same space it will be added. Again and again, why it should manipulate? Okay, manipulation is very expensive. So manipulation is expensive means what? If you try to add something, again a new memory means it has to allocate memory now. Allocate memory and then append the new values. So that's why they are doing it like this. So here what has happened exactly means, when I said string buffer SB1 is equal to new string buffer, see diagrammatically I'll represent it. One string buffer object is created like this and it will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4. It starts from 0, but total length is just, if I am mistaken, just leave it. Okay, but totally it is having 16 empty spaces. So length gives you the length, means there are no values. Capacity gives you the capacity of string buffer. It can hold 16 characters. That's what it's telling. Okay, but let's see now. How do you add values? This is one way. Okay, now how do you add values into this? Let's see. Same SB dot append. Sorry, SB1 no? SB1 dot append. So many append methods are there. Means what? Overloaded. This is overloading. Append of what? I can add some value like HELLO. Now what happens? Now again we will print the same 3 output. Okay, see after appending you see now, run as Java application. You can see the output now. See initially it was what? 0, means nothing it was printing, then it was printing 0 and 16. After I appended hello, it prints what? Hello, 5, 16. See the 2 output, 6 output you got here. One is when you didn't have the value. Second one is when you are having the value, when you appended. But I said append. What happened? It is adding in the same memory. Am I accepting return type? Unlike string, what were you telling yesterday? S1 dot concat. After concat you have to accept the return type. Yes or no? String S2 you are telling. But am I doing that now? Which clearly shows it's getting modified in the same memory location. And one more thing, when I print SB1, it's not printing the address. Notice why it's not printing the address. ToString has been overridden. So like this, they go on overriding ToString in many classes. Whenever they want to display the value contained in the object, they will override ToString and display it. ToString is just overridden for what? Displaying the state. Whatever values are there inside the object, it will display it. More than that, nothing it will do. Understood? Are you clear with this? So SB1 is not printing the address. Whenever you don't see the address or hexadecimal address, understand that the ToString method of subclass is getting executed. If it prints, understand that the subclass method is not overriding ToString and the superclass method of ToString is getting executed. Okay, the superclass logic is what? Hexadecimal value of the hash code. The superclass class object ToString method implementation is what? Class object. Is there? No, it is having the method called as what? ToString. So when you create the object, your method is getting executed. Criteria for overriding is always object. Do not forget, overriding is a big topic, massive topic, and you are already played around with overriding. Okay, if you have played around with overriding, played means what? If you are coded, you will understand, else overriding becomes very tough now. Understood? So when you created the string buffer object, these are the methods of what? See, this is string buffer for you now. Roughly I'll show you now. See, string buffer, it will also have some, which one? Array, like yesterday, value you are saying now. So this is the string buffer constructor. This is the StringBuffer constructor. Like yesterday you were seeing it. I'll draw it that side. Yesterday we drew which one? String, no? Same way here. So there will be one variable called as value. It's of type char or something. Getting it, no? I showed you the source code, no? Char value. So like this, you can, if you want, you can go and see the source code of this also. Then you are having one constructor, string buffer. We are using it now. I used a default constructor now. I created the object with calling first one default constructor. Then I called what? Append method. So when you call append, initially, okay, but what is the append method requiring? It needs an argument of type what? String. I pass string. So what is it doing now? For value, initially it was not having any value. Whatever value you give now, hello, it is given to this variable. So this is SB1 now. So apart from that, toString has been overridden here. So what will toString do now? Return type of toString is what? String. So they are overriding. So they'll return what? Value. So first time when you printed SB1, it was not printing anything. Second time when you called append and printed, it was executing the same toString. So toString method is there in class object also. See, it has got members from class object also. These are the members of what? Members of class object. Every class in Java is a subclass of object, remember. These are the members of what? String buffer. So when you create the string buffer, you can execute both the methods, superclass method plus subclass method, fine. But SB1.toString, which one it will execute? From subclass, because you are overriding. Criteria for overriding is always object. So all your basics are coming into picture now. Whatever you learnt in core Java, I covered now. So now you understand how they design classes, how we use the built-in classes, how to access the method, which method gets accessed, how to invoke the method by sending argument, what's the return type. All the basics are coming into picture now. Understood? So this is what I told now. Class demo. This is the code you wrote. So PSVM. Okay. So I told StringBuffer SB1. I'm writing it in shortcut. StringBuffer. Okay. StringBuffer SB1 is equal to new StringBuffer. So which constructor I call now? There are many overloaded constructors in StringBuffer. I am calling the one with default constructor. So that time StringBuffer object gets created without any value. But length also is there. Yes, sir. You are having one method called as what? Length. Yeah, okay. Return type of length is what? Int. You can find out. But it does not require any argument. Yes or no? You know when you write the argument. When extra value is required for writing logic, you'll write it. Now for length method, there is no extra value required because it will be using the instance variable value. Similarly, there is one method called as capacity. So capacity will give you the, here there are some variables. Capacity, it will be initialized. When you created the object, it will be initialized. So what will capacity do? Int, some variable they'll have, man. Just you can give any variable name. I'll write int capacity only. So what will they do? Return. See, this is the method name. So then they'll return that capacity. If you are getting confused, use the variable my name x or something like that. So that is capacity. Then what will be the length? There will be one more variable called as count. Some variable name you take. Initially it will be what? 0. So what will length method do? Return count. If you want, you can open the source code and see all this logic. But better don't see it. Why? That is abstraction. You don't know how the code is getting executed, but it gets executed. For knowledge purpose you see. That's what we tell. Whenever you want, don't write. If any logic is there, I was telling you earlier, if already a code is there, directly what we should do? Create object and use it. We should not write the same code again and again. So this is how it is. So first time when you created, this is how it has happened. Hello will not be there. Hello will not be there. So it will print length is 0 and capacity will be 16. If you want, I will append. So when I call append method, what will append method do now? It will take the string value and assign it to what? Value is equal to yes. That's all it will do. More than that, nothing else. It will assign it. And now if you print SO, earlier what was SOP SB1 printing? Nothing. SB1.length, what it was printing? If you want, you can accept the return type directly printed. Understood? So SOP it will print 0. SOP SB1.capacity, it printed 16. Simple. Understood? Next, I will call SB1.append. So what is the argument I'm sending? Check out, I'm putting it in double quotes. String, it was accepted, given to that value. Which one? Value variable. So SOP SB1 now. Again, toString executes. Prints what? Hello. But actually, you see, hello has been stored here. Like this. This was the representation of. It was having what? 16 empty spaces. So like this, it will store HELLO. It will be stored. Still that empty space is maintained. Why you know? For further manipulation. So every time you manipulate, it is not going to allocate new memory and waste time. So for increasing the performance only, they are maintaining this extra space for better performance. Okay, see this now. So SB1, SOP SB1 dot capacity. What is the capacity? Still remains the same. SOP SB1 dot length changes to what? 5. See the output from the beginning. Here nothing. Here what? 0. Here what? 16. After appending SB1, what it prints? Hello. Here SB1 dot capacity remains same. Length will be 0. Sorry, 5. If you want, check this out now. Very interesting. SB1 dot. I'll continue coding here. SB1 dot. What? Append. I'll say SB1 dot append of what? World. Very interesting. Where does it get modified? Same place. You are having still empty spaces now. WORLD. It's added here. Brilliant it is. Understood? What libraries they write, you imagine now. What libraries they write. Unimaginable libraries they write. Understood? So SOP SB1, what is the output this time? It's modified in the same memory location. What? Hello world. This output will be hello world now. Then next, SOP SB1 dot length. What will be the length? Length will be 10 this time. Count, whatever. It will be 10. Then it will print what? Capacity. Capacity will be 16. Understood? So like this, again, capacity will be 16. But supposing I add more values, what will happen? Is the size fixed now? Only after 16 I can't add any value? Nothing like that. If you add some more value, automatically it will increase. So that's what we say. StringBuffer is not fixed in length and mutable. Not only this manipulation, I will do some other manipulation like changing value, removing something. Okay, it will happen in the same place. But now again I'm explaining how many methods now. Length, capacity, append. So what are all these methods? Means these are nothing but logic. Which logic you want, you call that now. You don't write it. Everything has been provided to you. You just learn how to use the logics now. Understood? So now supposing for your information now, just I'll add SB1 dot append. I'll add a value called as cluster. What happens? It will increase. Some extra again 16 spaces or something it will allocate. As soon as 75% is filled. 75%. Till now 75% is not filled. Okay, it's called as fill-in ratio. Fill-in ratio it is called. It is actually called as fill-in ratio. So the default fill-in ratio is 0.75, 0.75. If you want, you can change it to what? As soon as 50% is filled, you can increase it. As soon as 25% is filled, you can increase it. But don't do it. They have found with experience that 75 is the best. As soon as 75% is filled, then only it will be increased. So do not you have got method, but don't try to change it. Use the default support what you got. That will be having better performance. Default fill-in ratio is this. So now I am adding cluster. So now say it adds CLUS. It realizes now 75% is filled. What it will do? Immediately it will allocate more space like this. How much it will allocate? Don't worry. Again some 60 spaces or something it will allocate. But it is always maintaining the 16 spaces for what? Always it is maintaining this extra space, or we call it as buffer space for manipulations. Understood? So like this it goes on. CLUSTER. Some extra space will be there more. Again when 75% of that is filled, again it will increase. Like that it goes on. Understood? So it is not fixed in length now. It can grow to any size. You keep on adding, it will keep on growing. But some amount it will have extra so that whenever you manipulate it, the same space will be utilized. Otherwise, see, whenever you go on manipulating one character, you go on adding, it will go on doing what now? Allocating new memory means it will be a problem. So that's why they are designed it like this. Are you clear with StringBuffer? Clear this? Shall I show you this output now? Understood. So this is now the explanation. Definite interview question. Understood. And you don't tell in interview 16 characters and all that. I showed you. You just tell StringBuffer always maintain some extra space for what? Manipulation purpose. That is more than sufficient. That 16 characters is the information I am giving it to you. Reason is when I print that it will be showing 16. So always you will be asking what is 16 now. Obviously your questions I know. So that's the reason I am telling it out to you. Understood? But in the interview you don't have to tell what? 16 space is there, it will be used for. You'll face problems now. They'll ask what is 16 and all that, which you cannot defend. So simply tell it has got some extra space for manipulation purpose. String does not have, it is fixed. String does not have this extra space. Remember that. Clear? Shall I clear all this? We'll see this output now. You understanding how StringBuffer object is working now? Plenty of methods are there. See, again this class is encapsulating what information? Group of characters. Understood? Now one more StringBuffer is there. Next I'll use. Before I clear this, I'll tell it out to you. It is overloaded. StringBuffer is there. Next I'll use that. And I'll pass what? An argument of type string also I can pass. I'll use. That time you'll only understand. So it's all about understanding what? How the class has been designed now. Okay, if you want to create an object, how will you create the object? How will you call the constructor? Which constructor you want? Overloading, all that we have learnt. Just work now. Just work. And the two libraries are there. You can get into Google and check out what are these methods, what it does and all that. Eclipse is a terrific editor. You are seeing now what is the power of editor. Okay, you create the object and you just say variable dot, sb1 dot, it gives you a list of all the members in that particular class. You don't have to by heart anything here. Everything is luxurially available to you. Understood? So you can see now what is the support you are getting from Sun for coding your Java programs. Unbelievable support you get now. Understood? This is just a third class. You are seeing the power of the library. Understood? And you can understand how rich the library is. Understood? So more you are good in library, the better you can write your applications. Understood? It's simple as that. Okay. So if you hurry also no use. The better you know your libraries, the better you can write your application. So shall I clear all this now? Or I think let this remain. I might be using this. Int length. What is that written? Huh? Return count. Then what else I had written? Int capacity. Return count. Then toString. Let this remain. I might be using this. So toString method will be overwritten in many classes. Remember that. Okay, we saw this. This you got the output. Okay, I'll continue coding now. After appending hello, what will I append? I'll append world now. sb1 dot append what? I'll append world. Finished. Now see what will be the length? 10. What will be the capacity? 60. See, it goes on. First is nothing, 0, 16, then hello, 5, 16, hello world, 10, 16. Okay, let us add some more value and check if you want. Okay, I'll just say again, append of what? Cluster. I'm appending now. Now what will be the length? 10 plus CLU. STR 17. Length will be 17. Capacity will be increased because it is as soon as 75% of that is filled, automatically it will increase and it will maintain that extra space for what? Some other manipulation. So only when 75% is filled it will increase. Remember that. It is 17 and 34. Don't bother how much it is increasing and all. It is maintaining some extra space for manipulation. Yeah? So that's how it always maintains. Again, till that 34 is filled with 75%, it will not increase. You go on adding now. So after 75% of 34 is filled, then again it will increase. Like that it goes on. Yeah? Fine. This is one way how you work with string buffer. Clear this? Okay. So next, here what happens? String buffer object gets created with default capacity of 16. Default capacity of 16. Understood? Now let's see one more. Next. So this is done. We completed this. Next what we'll do, I'll create string buffer like this now. String buffer. I'll comment all this. String buffer SB2 I'll take. SB2 is equal to new string buffer. String buffer is equal to, see this, very interesting now. If I want, I can specify the size 30. This is valid. Any amount of size you want, you can specify. Understood? So till now I was using the default constructor. Here I am calling the constructor with what? Parameter of type what? Int. Fine, valid. Check this out. In Google you can go, check out, simply type, and you don't have to type fully qualified class name. Simply type string buffer. Java is very rich. You see the support what everybody gives to Java. Simply type enter, it will be the first link. Type anything you want. Okay, the first support what you get on internet is for Java language, then other languages will follow. Understood? Terrific support is there. You go on scrolling, you'll see in other languages. Understood? Always for any programming support, the first support what you get on internet is Java only. I'll go on showing you. You tell your problem, first support will be given to you by Java itself. Okay, anyway, let's open the document now, docs.oracle. Without the document, do not study anything here. This is the document for what now? String buffer. You cannot understand, you cannot by heart. You are not here to by heart, because you cannot go in a by hearted style to what? Coding in companies. That's why I am bringing on to internet style. Okay, when you enter the company, can you carry Balguruswamy complete reference, my notes to company and C and code? Practically impossible. So you should know how to get the solutions automatically now. So this is how we are seeing now. So what happens? So it's a class which is extending what? Sorry, object. Okay, then next, these are the constructors. I use this one now. Now I'm telling what? I'm using this constructor. So what will this constructor do? Creates a string buffer with no characters in it. No characters. It is giving you more better information than what I'm giving you. Only it requires time for you to understand that information, because you are very good in English. Since you are very good in English, you are not able to understand their literature. Understood? So for learning Java, I'm telling you very clearly, intelligence not required, clear? Hard work is required, and English is required. Understood? What is required now for learning Java? Hard work and English. Not which one? C, C++. Understood? Because you have to understand the documents now. Yes or no? So that's why we say English is required. And look at the method names, so beautifully given. Append, capacity, caret, index of, wherever you see. So beautiful method names. If they give method names like M1, M2, what will happen now? God knows now. Full wage then. Wage means what? Smoke. What is happening where then? Look how they give the method name. So this is how you have to follow naming conventions. Understood? Okay, fine. See here, this one I use. Constructs a string buffer with no characters in it and with an initial capacity of 16 can. That's what I thought you know. But how did I teach you? With an example. Yes? Next point. Constructs a string buffer with no characters in it. No characters. But with the specified capacity. Same story will continue now. Nothing else. Okay. See this. Again, what will I type? sb2.length and capacity. Print sb2 and you can execute. So what is the length? What is the value there? 0. What is the length? sorry, what it's printing? No, nothing. There is no character. Then what is the size? Sorry, length 0. And what is 30? Capacity. Same story will continue. Go on adding now. You know now? How will you add? Append one SB2 dot append. What value I'll add? Hello. Yes. Again you print what? These 3 lines. You can see what is the output. So length will be this time 5. Capacity will be 30 only. Capacity will not change because until 75% of that is filled, it will not increase. Yeah. So 75% means around somewhere 22 to 25 characters have to be filled, then it will be increased. Are you clear? So like this it goes on. Are you clear with the second constructor? Okay, then one more constructor we'll see now. See, more than me, documents teach you. Start understanding the document slowly. It will take time for you. Understood? But see this. Constructor string buffer initialized to the contents of the specified string. It will create none. Means what? It will store the values now. Okay. But let's see what is the length and capacity this time. If I create a string buffer object by passing a string value, let's see what is the length and capacity. Very simple. It will take the number of characters plus 16. Nothing more difference. What are the number of characters? Plus 16. Let's see this. String buffer SB 3 is equal to new string buffer of. So what will be the length now? SB3 you can name. Now you see, very interesting. Hello 5 21. That's all. Means the number of characters what you have provided plus 16 it will take, nothing more. And don't bother about this 16 number too much. Understood? I am telling it for you to explanation, for explanation purpose. You just understand that there is some extra space maintained for further manipulation. That's it. Understood? You don't have to worry too much about that 16, 34, 25 and all that. Just understand length gives you the length of the string buffer, capacity gives you the capacity of the string buffer. Yeah? Then more members you can see. What are the other members you saw just now? Append, no. See, I used append, overloaded. Which one I passed? String. What will it do? Appends the specified to the string to this character sequence. Check out, more information it gives you. To make you understand this, what did I do? One example I gave you. You open any book now, up till where? Packages. All book explanation can vary. What is a class, what is subclass, what is inheritance. They can explain in their own way. Okay, but after that is over, everybody goes on to teach you what? Library only. This method will do that, this method will do this method will do that. They also read all this document and they'll give you some examples. Nothing more they are doing. So that easy Java is. It's only how you go on to use the library now. Okay, so for working with group of characters, see what is the support Java is giving to you. Understood? Are you clear? Append. So many are there. Okay. So then we saw capacity. What does it do? Returns the capacity. What is the capacity? What is the return type? Int. Then we saw what? Length. We'll see all these methods now. Delete, all that we'll see. Okay. So in what is that? What is on? Capacity, no? The capacity is on the top. Returns the current capacity. Understood? More information. Return type is what? Int. Simple. More information, click. It will tell you full story about capacity method. Or you are still more interested, you know where now? Go to that src.zip. Okay. Go to Java, go to lang. You can see the string buffer. Okay. String buffer.java. Edit plus. Now you can see the code. Full code is there. What you want you take. Okay. So this is one constructor. See here. They are only hard coding 16. This is a constructor now. I am calling the default constructor. So what will it initialize? 16 means it is having one superclass. Leave that. Okay, but it is initializing it with 16. So then int capacity, super of capacity. Just now whatever I told you. Understood? Then this is one more constructor. We are passing what? String. So string dot length plus 16. That's what I told you now. Simple. That's what they write the code. Okay. So now see all the methods here are synchronized. Carefully observe. The only difference is in StringBuilder, these methods are not synchronized. That's all. Same methods. So put effort and learn StringBuffer. You know all the methods of what? StringBuilder. All methods of same methods will come there also. Only they are removing what? Synchronized. Why? Why they are removing it? So that StringBuilder has faster performance. Same way it works. How StringBuffer is working, same way StringBuilder will work. No change. Understood? Only it is faster in performance as compared to StringBuilder is faster in performance as compared to StringBuffer. Now, if you might have a question, why did they provide 2 fast one only is better? See that this is thread safe. That is not thread safe. That is where the difference comes. Understood? So you don't know multi-threading, don't worry. StringBuffer is thread safe. StringBuilder is not thread safe. That's all the difference. Understood? So we'll see that later when I show ensure capacity. Okay. Then trim to size. So many methods are. Every method is synchronized. Notice. Understood? Every method of StringBuffer is synchronized. This is the source file. Understood? So don't bother about this. This is the last. Almost all I'll be showing you the source codes. Okay. And remember, it is the .java which is not getting executed. It is the .class file which gets executed. Where is the .class file? rt.jar. Sun is giving you both. Understood? src.zip also it is giving you, plus rt.jar also it's giving you. In rt.jar, .class files are there. So when you run your program, all your classes are loaded from where? rt.jar. Understood? rt.jar, they are loaded one by one. How it is loaded? By using class path variable. Class path will refer to what? Tools.jar. Tools.jar knows where is rt.jar. From there it will be loaded. Understood? So that's how the program goes on executing. So loading and object creation. Loading and object creation. So as your classes are loaded, then you'll go on creating objects. Understood now? Loading of class. So all the classes are not loaded. Only which class you use are loaded and then objects are created. But where are the .class searched in your entire computer? They are searched particularly by using the class path variable. So if it is not found in the class path, you get the error what? No class definition found error. You have seen this now? No class definition found error. So that's what happens. Are you clear with all this now? Story? So now we have started exploring Java very clearly. See this. Okay, fine. Are you clear with this one? Again you can add what? For this what you can do? Append. Again you can check. SB3 dot append. I'll say what? WORLD. Same thing you can do. Again you can print what? See SB3 dot length. Same I'm printing. Now see what happens. Earlier it was what? 521 hello. But now it is hello world 1021. Capacity remains same. But size has been increased from 5 to 10. Nothing more difference. Clear? Any questions, sir? Understood how it is it is immutable. Sorry, it is mutable. Mutable. It can change the value of it. Understood? So that's how it works. So in this scenario, what's happening is, means when you create, see the differences. I'll write it off. When you say StringBuffer SB1 is equal to new StringBuffer. Okay. So here 16 spaces, empty spaces will be created. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 means index starts from 0. But characters are 16. Means okay, I should end at 15. Sorry, last time I wrote 16. I should end at 15. Its index is starting from 0. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah? Just understand now. 15, it starts from 0. If I create the StringBuffer object like this, StringBuffer SB2 is equal to new StringBuffer of, I'll take a simple value, man, 10. It can be more or less, that's your wish. So now the StringBuffer object is created without any values, but with capacity of how much? 10. 0 to 9 now. That's all. I showed you 30. Since I can't draw 30 here, I'm lazy, you know that very well. So I'm writing 10, that's it. Correct? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's it. Ends at 9. Now one more you saw. StringBuffer SB3. is equal to new string buffer of hello. This time what happens? Or you take cluster. Okay, I showed you hello, I'll take hello only. So these may, how many numbers now? 5 plus 16. I showed you the source code also. Don't bother too much about source code. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20, 21. So 0 to 20 will be there. You sit and write it. Okay. But actually the values will be HELLO stored like this. Yeah. This is the difference between the three constructors. So we are using the three overloaded constructors. Yeah. Okay. Now you understood how it works. Now we have to see what other methods it's giving for manipulation. Yes or no? I want to insert at a particular index. Okay. I want to remove something, delete something. I want to reverse the string. All is possible. This is what your common logic you write. More than this you don't write anything using what? Group of characters. You want to reverse, you want to append, you might want to find a character, you might want to replace something. But all will happen in the same memory. Nothing will change now. Clear? Shall I clear all this now? You got the differences? It's all about methods now. So let's start seeing the different methods. Shall I clear all this now? You understood this design of the class now? That's it. You don't have to worry too much. So .java file is only for reference purpose. It is finally .class. They have written the code. They have compiled. They have separated .java and .class. Both they have separated. .java they are giving in a .zip file. But .classes are always provided in what? jar files. Any .class when you want to give to client also now you give it as what? Jar only. That's the standard what Java developers use worldwide. When we want to give too many .class files now from one place to another place, we compress them and name it as jar. Name can be anything. rt.jar, tools.jar, struts.jar, spring.jar, anything like that. Understood? But they all, jar means don't bother only. It contains Java's .class file, compressed Java files, that's .class files. They are also doing the same. Clear? All these topics clear? Fine. Okay, see these are the methods I just now explained you. I explained you this method, you know what happens now? See 0, 16. If I add apple, what will be the length and capacity? 5 and 16. You know this now? Should I have to show you? Show. What to show? When will you learn? See here, initially length is what? 16. Length is, sorry, I have not printed only. Fine. Length. Okay, first I have to show you like this. Length is 0, capacity is 16. After I append, length is what? 5 and 16. Clear now? Just now we saw all this. So fine, you can comment and go on executing. It will be more helpful to you. Okay, now very interesting. Let's see this. I am creating a string buffer with what? Hello. You know what will happen now. As soon as I say hello, it will print SB1 will print what? Hello. Length will print what? 5. Capacity will print 21. 5 plus 16. Okay. And append. I am appending now. After appending, what it will print? Hello 1, 2, 3, 4. Hello 1, 2, 3. I am appending. 1, 2, 3, 4 has been provided in string format in double quotes. Notice. Okay. So it will append 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's see this output. So after appending, let's see the output now. and toString has been overridden, remember. So when you print SB1, what it is printing? First hello, then length will be 5, capacity is 21. After appending, SB1 is printing what? Hello 1 2 3 4. So all this is clear for you. Yes, now we'll start manipulating. I want to replace. See, we are seeing more methods. I'll replace. Okay, so once I replace, what happens? I'm replacing between second and fourth index. Means what? So here, so you should understand how it is happening. First, SB2 was created with what? Like this. How it has been created? Hello I created, na? Or SB1? Hello, na? So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Starts from 0. Okay, 20. Length will be 21 only, but since it starts from 0, it will be 20. So when I create it like this, so hello has been filled here, HELLO has been filled, correct? And now I print SB1, what it prints? Hello, because toString has been overridden. Length will be what? 5, capacity will be 21. I'll call append, where it is appended? Here only, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again I'll call what? You just now saw the output. It was printing hello 1 2 3 4. This was printing what? Append. After appending, it was printing SB1 1 2 3 4. Okay. So fine, now I'll replace. So between 2 and 4 means L and O will go away. From 2 till 4 means only from 2 means it starts from 2 till 4 the value will be replaced. What it will be replaced with? Cluster. Means L and O will go away. L and O will go away. Okay. And this these two will go away now. L will go, O will go. Means HELLO. L is in the third index. O is in the fourth index. So from 2 till 4, these two values will go away, and these two values will be replaced with what? Cluster. Means this entire data will shift this side now. 1 2 3 4, what will happen? Shifts automatically. See how they write logics. Understood? So cluster will be coming in between what? Because you are only writing the code. What you are writing? Replace. I am only telling you how they are writing the logic. But we don't bother about how they write logic, because that is abstraction for us. Are you clear? So I'll replace it. Then see here. After replacing, let's see the output. See, after replacing, what is the output we expect? See, HE. See, earlier this L and O has gone away. And that has... Huh? Oh, HE. Oh, L and L has gone away. Oh, okay. 2 to 4. No. 2 and 3 will be replaced. This is how they are taking. Yeah, from 2 and 3 it has removed. Means from 2, I think it will count like this from. No, how they are counting? 2 and 3 it will take, I think. 2 and 3, okay, it will take like this, 2 and 3. 2 and 3 will be replaced. From 2 till 4, means 4th is not included, sorry. From 2 till 4. So L and L will be replaced with what now? Cluster. You can see here, everything remains as it is. Only L and L has been gone and it has been replaced with cluster, and that entire data has been pushed to the side. That's it. Yeah. So like this, string is easily you can manipulate strings. So which one? StringBuffer. If you want to do too many manipulations, use StringBuffer. If you want, when you are using group of characters and too many manipulations you want to do, use StringBuffer. So fine. Next, see this deleting. Now you only understand all this. Deleting, what will happen? From 3 till 6, it will delete, but in the same memory. And after deleting also you can print the value. What it will print? Just check out. See, it has removed. LUS has gone. LUS has gone. Means between 3 and 6. You sit and count now. You will only understand. In cluster, LUS has gone. CTER is there. Now it shrinks. See, that time it was increasing. Now it is shrinking. You can check the capacity and length. So that's what we say. String buffer can grow and shrink dynamically. But strings cannot grow and shrink dynamically. Understood? For every point you need an example. That's what I am doing. If you ask me, if I tell you string buffer grows and shrinks dynamically, you'll say how? Yes or no? Automatically you'll ask a question is, when I tell you something, what is your question? How? Show me. I'm showing you examples. Understood? So these are all examples. Fine, insert. So in 5th index, what will be inserted now? It will not replace anything. In the 5th index, it will insert it. Again, data will push. Replacing is removing and placing it. Insert means what? In the 5th index, it will add what? A. That's it. Other data will shift. That's how insert works. So you can go through all this evenly and see, finally I'll tell what? Reverse. After all this happens, I'm telling what? Reverse. You can do anything. So what are the methods you saw just now? Okay, we saw replace, delete, insert, reverse. So this is true even in what? StringBuilder. Understood? There also same methods you can use. Finally you can see the string will be reversed. Here, whatever manipulation you have done, finally A was inserted here. You can see where is A inserted here. Capital A in the 5th index. Okay, and finally I reverse the string. You can write like that and check out all what is happening. You'll only understand. Clear? Fine. So that these are I just exposed you the methods of what? String buffer. That's it. Okay. Fine. Now I'll give you a very important question, interview question. These are all interview questions for you. I have 2 string buffer objects. Okay, I have 2 string buffer objects. Okay, see, string buffer SB1 is equal to new string buffer of hello. A string buffer SB1 is equal to new string buffer of hello. Okay, then I'll create one more string buffer. Definite interview question, huh? This one, hello. Now, both the strings are containing what? See, this is how the object has been created. SB1 contains what? A value called as hello. SB2 is containing what? A value called as hello. So this is all the stories you know now. 2 string, extra members, all that you know. So 2 string buffer objects have been created. Now I want to check whether string buffer and string buffer 1 and string buffer 2 are equal or not. How will you do? Huh? SB1 dot equals of SB2. Correct? But it gives you false. See, one is you can check like this. SB1 is equal to SB2. But just checks what? Reference. This is SB1. The address might be 150 for this object. This might be 250. So I have to check the reference value. So obviously it will be false. We know that. SB1 and SB2 are referring to what? To different objects, because there is no pooling concept. There is no pooling concept for string buffer. So definitely new objects are created, and there is no, and definitely it will give you what? False only. So here this is false. It is guaranteed. There is no doubt about this. We already know this. But I want to check the contents. So you told I'll call SB1 dot equals of SB2. Yes? So which method you are calling now? Equals method. Correct? Huh? But this also will be false. Why? You answer me now. The method is not overridden in StringBuffer. Simple. The method is not overridden in StringBuffer, so which method it will call? The superclass. And that's why it will print what? False. But my requirement is I want to check the equality now. Override. So I'm very intelligent. That's why his son doesn't want you to manipulate their precious classes. That's why they make their class as final. They know. Because after overriding you'll only print SOP, hello world. Nothing you'll do. That is the kind of logic you write. Yes or no? So how will you check now? So that's the reason they make final classes. Means final classes means they cannot be modified. How will you do now? How will you check the equality? Definitely. See now whatever I am telling you, these are all interview questions. From now it will start. From now it will start. Okay, tell now.
Convert to string.
You have to convert StringBuffer to string and then check. But how will you convert StringBuffer to string? Next question. How will you convert a StringBuffer to string? Casting, you understand, man. That is for data types. Here you are not casting. Simply call one method. Which one? String. S1 is equal to SB1 dot toString. This is where we start using toString method. SB return type of toString is what? String. Okay. String S2 is equal to SB2 dot toString. You can call the toString method of StringBuffer. Now what happens? Two string objects are created. In fact, two new string objects will be created. Okay. So this is S1, which will have hello. Address will be something like 350. In fact, this is S2. Both the objects will be created outside the pool. Now how do I know? Simple, you check the reference. S1 equal to S2. It will be false. You only find out, all you will get the answers now. So you are converted. Now you check out. Okay. If S1 equal to S2 will be what? False. Because they are referring to different objects. Means the objects have been created, both objects have been created outside the pool. Understood? But if I call, if S1 dot equals of S2, what happens? Equals method I am calling now. So this time, the overridden method of string gets executed. See in StringBuffer, this is StringBuffer. In StringBuffer, understood, in StringBuffer, equals method has not been overridden. These are both StringBuffer objects. And it will be invoking equals method from where? Superclass. And these are the members of what? Class object. These are the members of class object. So you know what is the default implementation it contains. But when you put the value into string, toString is here. Where? In string. But which toString gets executed? So these are also members of what? Class object. But here they are overriding. These are the members of class object. But here they are overriding. ToString also they are overriding. Sorry, I forgot. Equals, no? ToString also they are overriding. Equals also they are overriding. Simple. So when you say S1 dot equals of S2, see here it is overridden. But in StringBuffer object, is it overridden? No. So it will execute from superclass. Very simple. Understood? So this is how it works. So this is one definite interview question. How do you check the equality of two string buffers? Convert the string buffer to string and call equals method. Very simple. Convert the string buffer to string and call equals method. Now how do you convert the string buffer to string? One option is by calling what? ToString method. This is one way how you can convert string buffer to string. Other option is also there. See this. String S1 is equal to new string of SB1. I can use the constructor of string buffer also. I can use the what? Constructor of string buffer. Understood? Or I say I converted SB1. Oh, again I'll write string S2 is equal to new string of SB2. So what is the argument I am passing there? String buffer. Notice. So string is having an overloaded constructor. Yesterday we are passing string values to the constructor of string, but today I am passing what? String buffer values to string constructor. Fine. So this is one way how you convert a string to string buffer. Sorry, string buffer to string. This is another way. Means two ways are there. One by calling the toString method in string buffer itself, or by using the constructor of string. Both are correct, valid. Yeah. So this is how you convert string buffer to string. Now one more question now. How will you convert string to string buffer? I am having one string now. How will you convert string to string buffer? Till now what you are doing, man? This only. You are passing hello is what? By using the constructor of string buffer over. Only one approach. By using the constructor of string. Example if you want. Okay, see this. String A is equal to hello. String buffer, I write it in shortcut. String buffer SB is equal to new string buffer of A. Correct now? So here I am hard coding, that's it. Here I am storing in a string and passing it. That's it. So you can convert string to string buffer also. Means when you want to do too many manipulations. Understood? When you want to do too many manipulations, convert string to string buffer and manipulate it. Understood? Now you finished manipulation, but I want the other utility methods. Which one? There's many methods. Starts with, ends with. These methods are not in string buffer now. Starts with, end with, char at, this and all. So many extra methods you saw yesterday. Now all those methods are not in string buffer. So if you want to use those methods, that is when you will convert string buffer to string like this. Or checking equality. Yes or no? So that utility methods are present in, more utility methods are present in string. So that's how you do the conversion. You can convert from string buffer to string also, or string to string buffer also. Okay, how you do it? Very simple. How do you convert string to string buffer? By using the constructor. String to string buffer. By using the constructors here. Understood? But how do you convert string buffer to string? By calling the toString method, or by using the constructor of string class. Definite interview question too. Yeah? All interview questions only now. Whatever I am talking is all interview question. Yeah? Should I clear all this? We'll see the output of this. See now, whatever I am telling you, I am teaching you only class string buffer. String builder you only try. Same things. Understood? Every method will work. What you learnt in string buffer will work in string builder also. Same concepts applicable to string builder. See this. Very simple now. Yeah. But I will show you only one way. I will be using which method? toString method. Say I will create two string buffers now, SB2 and SB3. I will use comparison also. I will call equals also. Both will be false. I will convert it to string and then I will check. S1 dot equals of S2 will be what? True. S1 comparison operator of S2 will be false, because it will be creating the two string objects outside the pool. Simple. See, SB2 and SB3 are false. They are false in both the cases. They are false in both the cases. Yes or no? Comparison operator also false, and equals method also false. But the string, if you use the convert it to string and check, by using equals method it is true, comparison operator is false, which means the string objects have been created outside the pool. Clear? Any questions? Fine. Now see, let's check out all the interview questions now. String buffer over. Okay. String builder, I'll only provide the document. What is string builder now? It's also a final class. It is used to represent what? Group of characters. Yes, this is the major difference. String builder was added in Java 1.5 version. It was added in 1.5. I told you when they increase the version, what they do? They provide more libraries. It was added in 1.5. Next, string builder, same thing. It is not fixed in length and mutable. Same thing. We can modify the builder I am talking, remember. Okay, we can modify the contents of string builder. String builder object should be created only with what? Same, new operator, there is no pooling concept. Fine. String builder has the same methods, I have very clearly written here, with string buffer. But string builder methods are not synchronized. You see, open the source code and see it. Just now showed you know where to go now? See if you want. src.zip, yes. String builder. Same methods, man. There are no changes. See, capacity. You can see the constructor. Same constructor. Okay, append method. Same methods. Understood? Everything is same. Append. These are the methods you saw there also. Capacity you can see. Replace you saw. So many other you can check out. Same methods, but okay. Sorry. Are the methods synchronized? Are the methods synchronized? No. But there it is synchronized. That is the only difference between string buffer and string builder. Clear? Okay, now how big difference it makes in performance you'll understand when I teach you multi-threading. Understood? But right now it's not synchronized. Fine. And all the methods of string builder are not synchronized. Here it is not synchronized, which does not make it thread safe. Hence performance is faster. String builder is recommended when thread safety is not required. Understood? So these three are definitely going to be asked. And remember, today on date in industry nobody uses string buffer for coding. All developers in the industry today, they are using string builder, because we are using Java 1.6 and 1.7. Everybody in industry is coding with what? 1.6 and 1.7. So in industry everybody works on string builder only. Very rarely string buffer is used. Very rarely. Understood? So you always better practice with string builder only. Okay. So that's one more thing now. Now see the differences. String and string buffer difference. It starts off now. I made a very beautiful table for you. Difference between string and string buffer. What is string? String is fixed in length and immutable. That is, it cannot be modified. Now string buffer is not fixed in length and is mutable. That is, it can be modified. That's why it is modifiable. Now see, very important point. If you modify a string, a new string object gets created, thereby creating garbage values. String has got memory leaks. String has got too many memory leaks, because dereferenced string objects in pool are never eligible for garbage collection. If you modify a string buffer, it is modified in the same memory. Fine. Next, string does not grow in string dynamically, but that goes and shrinks dynamically. Strings are usable because it has a pool. There is no pooling concept for what? String buffer. Okay, so it is not reusable. Next, string objects can be created with new or without new. Understood? There it has to be created only with new. String has got plenty of utility methods. More methods it has got as compared to what? String buffer. But string does not have it. The string buffer does not have it. This point. What is the similarity? Both are used to work with what? Group of characters. Similarity also is there. Yes or no? Next, difference between what? String buffer and string builder. 3 points you will understand. 2 you will understand. I told you time. 1 month, 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, your capacity. Understood? But I will bring you to a level where you can understand in 2-3 months. Okay. But if you don't put effort, definitely you will understand after 3 years. Fine. All methods of string buffer are synchronized. There it is not. Builder is not synchronized. In string buffer, it is slow in processing, but that is faster in processing. It is an old class. String buffer is an old class. That is a new class added in 1.5 version. It is thread safe. That is not thread safe. A string buffer is used when thread safety is required. It is used when thread safety is not required. What is the similarity between what? String buffer and these are all interview questions. String buffer and string builder. Both are used to represent or what? Or work with group of characters. Both are having common methods. Yes. Both do not have pooling mechanism. Yes. And both objects have to be created using new operator. Similarity between string buffer and string builder. Now when to use string buffer and string builder? Question. String. If the object value will not change in a scenario, use string class, because string object is immutable. Now these two are always used when you want to modify only. But difference is whether you require thread safety or you don't require thread safety. Understood? Go through this. And I put a note here. It is highly recommended to use StringBuilder nowadays. Instead of StringBuffer, if you want manipulations, go for StringBuilder instead of StringBuffer. Else use string when no manipulation is done or when you require a constant. When you want constant and when you don't do any manipulation, use string. StringBuffer is very rarely used nowadays. Clear? How do you convert StringBuffer into string? Just now I explained toString method, or by using what? Constructor of string. And how do you convert a string into StringBuffer? By using constructor of StringBuffer. Next question, how do you check the equality of two StringBuffer objects? Just now you saw, because equals method is not overridden in StringBuffer, it will invoke the superclass equals method whose default implementation checks the references. So convert StringBuffer to string by calling toString method and then call equals on the string objects to check the content or equality of the objects. To check the equality of the objects. I'll change it to, instead of check, content I'll write equality, that's all. Done now? Okay. Fine. These are all interview questions. Get ready. Okay, this completes string and StringBuffer. But let's see some more FAQs on what? Strings only. Okay, some of generally in SCJP and all you'll be getting it. So some questions which you get are okay. Just see this. Class demo PSVM. Some questions which you get in SCJP. Object E is equal to hello. Is it valid? Object E is equal to what? Hello. Is it valid or not? Or E1 is equal to hello. Is it valid? Valid, not valid? Superclass variable can refer to subclass object. So here string object is getting created in the pool. Same thing. String object is getting created in the pool. The reference of that is given to the variable called as E1. SOP E1 will print you what? Hello only. ToString is overridden now. E1 is referring to, E is a variable of type object, I know. So it will have all the members now of what? These are string members. String members, you know what are they? Plus it is having object members. Object members means class object members. So toString has been overridden here now. And your value is stored here. What is the value? Hello. Hello has been stored where? See, these are members of class object. These are members of class string. Yeah, toString has been overridden. So your value has been stored here. Value is equal to what you have to return? Hello. But it's in the pool. So SOP1 will definitely execute now. From where? Whenever you print any variable, what happens? The overridden toString method gets executed. That's it. Okay, now one more. Object E2 is equal to new string. This is very clear now. I think you don't have any doubts. Here it is getting created outside the pool. Getting it? Okay, more questions. See, this is one example. Now, string S1 is equal to 10. When is 10 is in what? Double quotes. So obviously it is of type what? String. I have covered this already. But just revisiting the same example. String S2 is equal to what? 20. Now S1 plus S2 is going to be what? Return type. It will append. Remember, string S3 I have to use. S3 will print 1020. So if both your operands are of type string, plus will do what? Concatenation. If they are of type numeric, it will do arithmetic operation. If it is of type string, it will do concatenation. Understood? See here, int x is equal to 10, int y is equal to 20, int z is equal to x plus y. So here it is doing what? Arithmetic operation, because both operands are of type int, but here both operands are of type string. Understood? Now what happens if one is an int and one is a string? Next question. This is one example with both strings. Another example. String S1 is equal to 10. Int A is equal to 20. Int A is what? 20. Or I'll write it there, 1 second. String S1 is equal to 10. This is another example, man. Now int A is equal to 20. Valid. But see, yesterday I was getting error for this. You know why? You are trying to add string and int. Okay, here you are forced to store the result. You are forced to store. Understood? And the result should be of type what now? String only. String, yes, I'll take it. That's your wish. Which variable you take, your variable name you take. I cannot store it in int z, because these two will yield a string. You know, when you are assigning now, value on the right hand side should be compatible with the variable on left hand side. If I write here int z, will it work? Because the result is what? Reference value of what? String. The result of reference value of string you cannot give it to int. Some interview questions. Clear? Fine. Now, how will you, here this is okay, SOP S2. Fine. Now coming back to this program. Now when there are two values of type string, okay, numerical values. There are two numerical values of type string. I want to do addition. So this will not work now. So how will I add now? Converting string to int. How will you convert? Integer dot parse int. If you really want to add, then you have to convert it into int. Because addition can be performed only on numerical values. If you really want to do addition now, int x is equal to integer dot parse int. What is parse int now? It is a method present in what? Class integer. What is the argument I am passing? String. Compulsory this string should be what? Numerical value. If I pass something like string s1 is equal to hello, it will not work. Compulsory you have to pass a numerical value here. S1 should have a numerical value. Only then it will convert the string into int. Then int y is equal to integer dot parse int of S2. Now int z is equal to x plus y. Check out all this. Understood? You can code all these programs now and check out. Yeah, this is the assignment. I already written the code to you. So you just check out what is the output you get. Yeah? Or you want me to type and show? No, no? Okay. Good. You understood Java then. Should I clear all this? Understood. Now, more important questions now. So today I'll complete off what is public static void main string args. Because you know string now very well now. So what is string there? Parameter of type what? Means args is a parameter of type string. Shall I move to that topic? You have any doubts here? You have any doubts here? No? You can type all this now. So today you will get the answer for what? Finally, public static void main string args. Your favorite question. I am not understanding what is public static void main. To understand that question, till now what you have learned is required. Understood? So now you'll understand perfectly everything in PSVM. Okay. But before I proceed to public static, the topic is public static void main. I'll revisit on topic called as overriding. Okay, I'll revisit on topic called as overriding, and then I'll come back to public static void main. Clear? Yes. Can I override static interview questions? No. Why? Static methods do not support dynamic polymorphism. Only what supports dynamic polymorphism? Instance methods. So you can override instance methods, but you can never override static methods. Clear? Okay. Example you want? Yes, we had already seen this example. But still I'll recollect it, because today the most famous interview question I'll be answering. Can I override main method? Can I overload main method? This is the most famous interview question. Yes or no? Especially for what? Freshers. So to talk about that, first I'll talk about this example, then I'll come to that topic. First understand overriding and overloading. Overloading you're good. Overriding I'll revisit. if you remember, I had coded an example in Edit Plus long back about what? Overriding. So you can open that example. That's why I told you organize everything. And that example, I think it is present in 28 override. Oh, it's not here. Superclass to subclass. I think it is here. Yeah. Invoking overridden method in superclass. Okay, fine. Next, see this. Yeah, it's there. See, concentrate on the M1 method. Sorry, fun method. Concentrate on which one? Concentrate on the fun method, which is present in superclass and subclass. M1 and M2. See, class A is having how many members? Class A is having how many members? Now, if you work, after finishing coding in Eclipse, it's very difficult to type here. Hands only will not move. Okay. So fine. This is M1 method, and here you are having what? M2 and fun. So fun has been overridden in class B, no? Yes or no? Yes, no? Fun method. So concentrate on that now. So AA is equal to new B. Concentrate only on that. I will not talk about anything else. Only on the fun method. Okay. AA is equal to new B. A dot fun. What executes? Inside B fun. Yes? Now, the same I'll change. I'll make fun as static. I'm making fun as, let me compile. It gives you error. I know this. This gives you error. But here also I'll make it as static. Yes? Now it will compile. So does it mean you're overriding this method? What are you doing exactly? So this is not called as static methods cannot be overridden. This is called as method hiding. This is called as hiding. HID. Okay, HIDING, hiding. Okay, that is why, see here, it will compile. But you have hidden the method of fun in superclass there itself. Now when I call b.fun or a.fun, it will execute from where? It will compile. Now see the output. AA is equal to new B. Now see the output. A.fun, from where it will execute? A, not B. The static method is bound with what? Class name. Okay, you are hidden that. But if I want to execute that, I should say what? BB is equal to new B. B.fun means use B variable. Depends on variable now. It is depending on variable. So static methods cannot be overridden. If you do it, it looks like overriding, but it's not overriding. It is hiding. You hide the method of class A and you can write your one more class in class B. Understood? It's called as method hiding. Okay, so you cannot override because static methods do not support what? Dynamic polymorphism. See, all the crucial basics of Java will come back now very powerfully. How good you are in Java, you'll start understanding now. Work hard at the basics. Understood? We are revisiting all the topics. Fine, this is done. Are you clear with this? So you can see, but the same if I remove static, which method gets executed in both the case? Both the case, which one will be executed? Huh? It's both for B because we have created which object? B object. Clear this? Any questions? So after this much, we'll go back to can I overdo all that? We'll see now. First, close off all this. We'll see the document and I'll come and explain you. Yeah, explain main method in Java. Full document you got? Okay. You don't have to worry too much. So what is public static void main? Okay. See, public is an access specifier. Static is access modifier. Void is the return type. Main is the name of the method. String args is the parameter. So parameter of type what? Args is a variable name of type string arg. Now your favorite question. Why is the main method declared as public? Understood? Because it will be accessed by the JVM from outside the package. JVM is outside the package now. Even if you don't put your class in a package, see now I am writing class demo. Okay, I'll not put it. So now public static void main. If you want this member to be accessed outside, it has to be what? Public only. So you might argue, no, I'm not putting it in a package. But if you don't put it in a package, the JVM means when it will be put into the default package. So it has to be accessed outside only. So that is why it is declared as public. Are you clear? Next, why is the main method declared as static? Because the method is accessed by the JVM without creation of the object, and static members can be accessed without creation of an object. Freshers, definite interview questions. Now, why does the main method have return type as void? Next question. So you know all answers then, correct? So because what? Yeah, it is not returning any value to the caller of the method. You are not giving any value. When you give a value, that time you will change the return type. That is only the starting point of execution. So what will it give? It is the main caller for other methods. Understood? So it will receive value, but it will not give value to anybody. Fine. Next, what is string args? It is the parameter of the main method, and it can accept what? Command line arguments. It can accept command line arguments during a program execution. Args, just make it small. Okay, args is the name of the parameter of type what? String array. Just change this to what? Small a. Fine. Then what is main now? Next, we are seeing all one by one. Public, static, void, string args over. Now next what? What is main? Main is the name of the method. First thing, basic. Understood? It is the starting point of execution. Next point. Then next what? After we execute Java demo, when you type that in the DOS prompt, demo.class is loaded into the JVM, and it looks for main method only. Till now you have seen this. Your class containing main can have what? Other methods, but JVM will look for only main method. If main is not found by the JVM in the first loaded class, you get no such method error. Main method then starts. If it is found, it will then starts execution, loads other classes. It load other classes now, creates objects of other classes, and completes the execution. That is the duty of main method. Clear? Okay, we'll come back to this. Okay, I explain how main method executes. I think you have a brief idea about this now. You go through this, you'll understand. See, explain how main method executes. See, Java is a command. See, answer. When we type Java demo, where you are typing? I show you this output now. All this output I show you. Just see the points. When we type Java demo in DOS prompt, what happens? Okay, as soon as we type in the DOS prompt, the OS will use the path variable. As soon as you type Java demo, what's happening? The OS, operating system, will use what? The path variable to identify what is Java command. So the OS will use the path variable, locates the exe file. Which exe file? Java.exe file, and executes it. Java command starts the JVM. Java command actually is what it's doing, starts the JVM. If it is not found in the path, then we get internal or external command error. Clear with this point? Any questions? First point. Okay. What is the second point? Once it executes, the JVM starts. As soon as you type Java, it will start now. Next. Now there is one class by name what? Class loader. There is one class by name class loader. It will use what? Class path variable, and tries to load what? Demo.class. If it is found, it will be loaded into the JVM. Else we get what error? No class definition found error. Understood? So that is the third point. Now next I'll go to the fourth point. After loading into the JVM, so after loading into the JVM, okay, it invokes only the main method. So many methods can be there, but it is looking only for main method, which is having string args as the parameter. A class containing main method can have other methods. Class containing main method can have other methods, but JVM looks only with string array as parameter. If that method is not found, we get what? No such method error. Fine. Main method will be accessed by the JVM from outside the package. So we have to provide what? Public type of access. Okay. Main method will be accessed without creation of object. That is why we should declare it as static. Now all the command line arguments are given to the parameter string array. It is optional to provide command line arguments. If you don't provide, args value will be 0. It's an array of string. Next. Main method starts execution, and it starts loading other classes, creates objects of other classes and completes the execution. This is how the main is going to execute. Fine. Yes, now more questions we'll see. Can I overload? Can I override? We'll see all these questions now. These are also very important interview questions. One by one, I'll type only and show it to you. But see, I can use Eclipse today, but I'll not use Eclipse. Because generally you are used this program, only one program. I'll code it in what? Edit Plus or Notepad. This one program. Okay, I'll be coding in Edit Plus. Edit Plus I'll use. Because generally if you are in college and all, you'll be typing what? Java demo, and you want to find out what happens. But what is happening here, same error will come where? In Eclipse also. But their compilation will be done implicitly. That's all the difference. But I'll show you this one program in Edit Plus, because we always discuss explain Java demo. Only in Eclipse we are not typing Java demo. We say run as so and so, it will execute Java and that class name. When in Eclipse, when you say right click run as, it is internally doing what? Executing java.txt and picking that class name. Understood? So I'll just code this one in which one now? File new Java. Okay, see this. All things we'll try to do now. Java demo. What all you want, we'll do today. So I'll save this file. I'll create a new folder. This is the last time we are going to see which one. Edit Plus 36, which one? Main method. Okay, so in this I'll save it. Demo.java. Okay, so first I'll go to that location, because we have to compile. I'll compile from task prompt. I can do it here only what? Control 1, Control 2 I can show you, but that will give you more clear idea. Here also Java C is getting executed, Control 1. If I say Control 2, Java is getting executed, Java demo. Understood? But I'll be showing you from there itself. Which one? DOS prompt. I will take the path. I'll go to the DOS prompt now. I'll delete the dot class. I'll compare from there. So you know how to go to the DOS prompt. CMD, go there. Yes, so you're in the location. See, you're in this location now. Same location. So I'll compile first. Java. See, you use the Java C command for what? Compiling. Java C demo.java. It compiles. Behind you can see demo.class is created. Fine. Next. Only in Eclipse and all it will happen built in. We don't compile there. Directly we go to execute. Now to execute, what will I say? Yes, your favorite question now. What if I type I think how to increase that extra buffer size, na? Huh? Width, I make it 100. Okay, let's type now Java demo. Let's see what happens, because it will come in the same line. Now you understand. Okay, so now say as soon as I type that Java demo, see what happens. JVM started. So fast it is. It located what? You can read this definition of what happened. Fully you will get the story. What is happening? Understood? So Java command was used. It is searching, path variable is used. OS will use the path variable. If not found, it will give internal or external command error. All that story you understand. Yes? Yes. Now we'll go with, if I don't write public, what will happen? All your questions I'll answer now. Clear? I'll remove public here. Let's see what happens. What happens? Can you guess? Will it compile? Huh? Will it compile? You have not understood Java. Simple in one word. Compiler only checks the syntax of the class. It's a highly valid syntax. It compiles. Okay, it is compiling. See here, I'll show you. I've deleted the dot class. Now see, Java C demo.java. Dot class has been generated, notice there. But I'll try to execute Java demo. What is the error? Main method is not public. It cannot access it. Understood? Compiler will compile main. You write on class A. It will not have main only. Still it will compile. If you want, I'll remove the full main here. See here. I'll remove full. What? Okay. Int I is equal to 10. Valid code. Why it will not compile? Compiler is not looking for what? See it is okay. Int I is equal to. I didn't save it. See, compiler is compiling happily. What is there? Old dot class will be removed. It's compiling. Am I getting any errors, sir? No. Compiles. It will not look for any main. Okay. It is runtime environment which looks for main. When you say Java demo, no. So in Java is the argument. Java is the command. Demo is the argument. In that class, it will look for what? Main. Understood? So let's see this. So anyway. Okay. Before that, one more I'll do. I've typed Java demo. Yes. So I'll again recompile. Java C demo.java. It compiles. If I say Java demo, it will execute. Yes or no? Hello world is getting executed. No issue. But if I type Java hello, what will happen? Hello.class is not there. So it will give what? No class definition found here. Java command is executing. But it is telling hello.class is not found. In the class path it has not found it. Yeah? Are you clear this? So you can compile anything. Okay, but later on when you're executing you should be careful now. Fine. So public I removed. Then more things. Class can have a different name, it can have a different member, it will compile. Compiler only checking the syntax. I'll remove static. This is also valid now. What is wrong in this? Main is the name, void is the return type, public is the access specifier. Correct only. Let's see. Again, will it compile? It compiles. Valid syntax, but during execution you get the error. No such method. It's telling main method only is not there. With what? Static. Understood? So fine. Static is over now. Next, I'll remove. I'll make something like this. Int I is equal to 10. Return I. So what is the return type? Int. Yes. So let's see. Will it compile? It will compile. Valid syntax. But JVM will look for main with void only. What you want you do now, you'll understand. Okay. So compulsory it should be what? Void. Now you try to compile, you'll get error. Why? Syntax problem. You're returning something now. How come you're specifying void? Understood? So this is going to give error. Because you're returning something and still telling void. So this is syntax error. Fine. Then next, if I change the name, like I'll name it as fun, what happens? Class will be loaded. You will not get no class definition. It will compile here. Java C demo.java compiles. The runtime environment will look for what? Demo.main. Class name.main. Static member, no? Class name.main. Class containing main can have other members. Fine. So it should compulsory have what? Main only. Fine. Now this is string. Let us come to that. Can I name this as Ravi? You can name it. It's a name of a variable. JVM is not looking for variable name. JVM checks whether the method is having an array of type string. So see this. Or first, before I change the name, 1 second. ARGS. Okay, let it be same. I'll change the parameter. I'll write int. I'll come to that later. Again, what? No such method error. It's looking for main with string array, not int array. If you want, check. Done. It's looking for main with string array. Okay. So now I'll tell only int. Fine. It becomes what? Only one int, but again it is error. This is not an array, that's all. See, same error. Fine. Now coming to what? String. Yeah, now can I change the name? Compulsory it should be string, but you can give any name here. Any name you give. That's your wish. Because JV is looking for main with string array. It has got nothing to do with what? Parameter name. Java C demo compiles, executes. That's the name, but generally the standard what we practice is args. That's only a standard practice we follow worldwide. That's it. Then, can I shift this brace that side? Yes. Everything possible. Java demo still executes. Clear? Fine. Next, more things we'll see. Everything, all your doubts are clear today. Fine. This is done. And now public static void main over. Okay. Now, fine. This is very interesting, important interview question. Can I apply var args to main? Yes. From 1.5 it was introduced. This var args now. Go and learn var args now. Okay. I can apply it to main method also. See this. It's nothing but you can send any number of values. See, I'll remove the dot class. It compiles also, it executes also. Compilation will definitely happen, man. There's no problem with that. Why? Syntax is correct, no? It will only look for syntax. See, demo dot class. Java demo, it's executing hello world. So, where args can be applied to main method also. Definite interview question. Or if you get into the company, you will ask others. Why? You learnt in cluster, no? Okay. And next. This is done. I will come back to what? Yeah, string args. Then fine. Now let's try to write one more method now. Void fun int I. It can have its own access specifier, but see, generally we make this method as static. If you don't make it as static, I cannot call it in main method, but directly. If it is not static, I have to create an object and then call it. Yes or no? So I'll print something. Okay, here I'll change some output. Inside main args. Fine. Inside fun. Okay, now let's see. Here are two methods. Let it be public, no issue. But JVM will invoke which one? Main with string args. You have seen all this, but just revising. Compiles, executes. So it's not executing fun. What should you do? Fun should be invoked from main. Yes or no? Should invoke fun from main like this. Okay. Fun. I have to pass an argument of type int. Fine, now it will compile. Compilation error, that was syntax error. It will execute. Fine, all this okay. Now, very interesting thing. Can I make it as main? Huh? Name is what? Main of main int. Main int parameter. Can I write this? Yes. What is this called? You can overload main method. It's 100% correct. Valid code. When you can write fun, why can't you write main? It's overloading. This is an array of type string. This is what? Parameter of type int. Now to call that I should say what? It will not execute. See, this main will not be executed. I'll comment this one second. So there are two main methods with same name. So can a class have two main methods? Yes, but they should be changed in what? Parameters. Understood? Means in Java, overloading of main is also possible. It is treated like a normal method. Understood? You are having a class, you are having two methods, that's it. And you are overloading it. Now let's see what happens. But JVM will not call it. JVM will always look for what? Main with string args only. Main args. Now this main, what I should do? I should call it. How? Normally how you call? So this is overloading now. Yes, both are executed. But in interview, to confuse you, they will not overload like this. You know how they overload? Huh? Check this out. Char args. So they'll ask you the output now. Which one will execute? Main with char. No first, no second. See clearly, properly. That's your answer always. Stupid answer. Main has been overloaded. One is character array, one is string array. Main will call what? String array. First one it seems. Okay, I'll put it second only. See, first one it seems. Java C demo.java. Java demo, what happens? Main args only is getting executed. Understood? Main args. Then I want to call that main. What should you do? Call it inside this main. Understood? So to confuse you only they'll give you. Understood? And main can be overloaded. You write 10 main methods there, but one should have an array of type string. That one only will execute. That main should invoke other mains, main methods. Following? So how do you do it now? So most of you again will write like this: char C or char Z is equal to. You'll write like this. Some people will write like this, and they'll call what? Main Z. I'm just showing you how are all your mistakes. Now you're laughing, but this is what you are doing. Why it is what now? Compilation error. Why compilation error? This is string. You are giving a string value to char. Forget calling the method. Understood? Forget calling the method. Calling the method is far off. You'll get the error for that line now. Which line? Line number 12. Okay, you're trying to use string value to what? Char. Okay, fine. Now I'll make it char now. Fine. Will it work? Yes, no? Yes. Again it is error. See, why error? Tell faster. It needs an array of character, not single char. So you should send an array now. Char Z is equal to, create the array. Create the array, send it. That's your wish. Here I'm sending now. Okay, but yeah, sorry. Now this will execute. Now here you have to use it. You know how to use now? By sending, using, you can visit the elements and get. You are getting it as an what? Array. See this will work now. Java C demo.java. Java demo. It is working. See, main int parameter is getting executed. Int parameter. This is the one, or char main char parameter I'll print. But here I am not using the value. You know how to use it now? You use for loop. For. You can use enhanced for loop. CHAR C colon ARGS. You can use it, that's your wish. But can main method be overloaded? Yes. Compiles, executes. You have to use the value. You have sent the value, use it now. Sending argument is not important. Using the value is important. Are you clear? So main method can be overloaded. Understood? Fine. Next, I'll show you overriding of main. I'll show you. For that, I'll take another example. Okay. File, new. Java. What is the name of the class? Any name you give. That's your wish. Class, I'll take it as hello. Okay. So let's say this. Saving the file. See this. hello.java. Let's compile now. Java C. Which one I should compile now? hello.java. It compiles. What is generated? You can see in the DOS prompt. Hello.java is also there. Hello.class is also there. Now I'll execute. What will I execute? Java hello. When you say Java hello, hello.main executes. Clear? So it is executing only, no issue with this. But let us check overriding. Yes, class hello. I'll write now class hello 1. Understood? Hello 1 is subclass of what now? Extends. HELLO. Correct? Huh? So I'll write, print some, make some changes here inside superclass. Inside subclass. Now let's compile. See the first you see here. I'll delete the hello.class file. I'm deleting it. Hello.class. Hello.java is there. When I compile, will it compile first of all? Is it going to compile? I'm overriding main. Yes, no? It compiles. It is checking syntax. Perfectly valid syntax. There is no problem in the compiler is not looking for main method at all. In every class it will look only into the syntax. Any class it will look into the syntax. You are writing class box, it is looking for syntax. You are writing class hello, it is looking for syntax. It is not looking for main method. Clear? So it compiles. And now how many dot class files are generated? 2. Notice hello.class, hello1.class. 2 dot class files got generated. Now I'll type Java hello. Which one will execute? Superclass or subclass? Can I override main method? So Java hello, it is executing. Java hello 1. I'm typing hello 1. Notice there. What am I typing? Hello 1. Press enter. Inside subclass, both are getting executed. What? You cannot override. You cannot override. This is not overriding. This is method hiding. It is a subclass. Understood? Now what is happening when you say Java hello, hello.class loaded into the JVM, and in that class main method was executed. Hello.main got executed. When I say Java hello 1, now hello1.class is getting loaded into the JVM and main method gets hello1.main. Hello.class is not loaded only. When I say Java hello 1, hello.class is not loaded only. Understood? Java hello 1 means only hello1.class gets loaded, and in that main gets executed. So remember, when you say Java hello, what happens? Java command will start the JVM and loads hello.class. In that loaded class, main method is searched. In that loaded class, main method is searched and it will execute there. Okay. So generally, see, I cannot override main method. So for check, they will not ask you directly what is overriding and all. So interview question starts from main method overriding, and then they will come to what? Dynamic polymorphism. Okay. So that means AA is equal to mu B. That's how the interview flow will go. The question will be, can I override main method? No, we can't. Why? Because it is static. Then they'll question you, why can't you override static method? We can't override static methods. They do not support dynamic polymorphism. And if you override main, which one? Static method also, it is not called overriding. It is called method hiding. It is called method hiding. Clear? And it's called method hiding. And Java hello means Java command starts JVM, hello.class got loaded, hello.main gets executed. Java hello 1 means Java command starts JVM, hello1.class is loaded, hello1.main gets executed. So it feels like overriding, but this is not overriding. Are you following now? Same there, a.m1, previous example I took now. A is equal to new B, a.m1, what was happening? From a.class m1 was, fun was getting executed. A is equal to new B, a.fun. Same concept. Clear? So are you clear with all these topics now? So these are the pending questions. Yes. Can I overload main method in Java? Yes, you can overload. Compiler never reports any error because compiler never checks for main in Java. It only looks into the syntax and compiles. But the JRE or JVM will look for particularly main method. Particularly. and executes it. If it is not found, we get the error, no such method error. You write overload, but compulsory an array of type string should be there. Next, can I override main method? We cannot override main method in Java because it is static. That's why. Okay, static methods cannot be overridden. If you override static methods, it becomes method hiding, but not method overriding. Okay, static methods do not support dynamic polymorphism. They support compile time polymorphism. Static methods support compile time polymorphism. Binding will happen at compilation time. Okay, for dynamic polymorphism, the binding will happen at runtime. For dynamic polymorphism, binding will happen at runtime. For static polymorphism, binding will happen at compilation time. Remember that. Clear? So now, can I use var args for main? Yes. Now last question, can I print hello world without main? Yes, we already know this by using what? Static block. Class is loaded, static block gets executed. If you want, I'll finally complete it off now. That's it. File new. Which class I'll take? Class fun. Last. Okay. Any name you want to give? So I'll save the file fun.java. Okay, but this class will not have static method. It is only having what? Static block. Compiler definitely compiles. There's no harm in that. See, there's no fun.java is there. I'll compile it. Java C fun.java compiles, and you can see fun.class has been generated. Java fun. You know what happens? It will execute, but definitely that error will be prompted. Which one? It's printing hello world, but it uses the error, no such method error. Main method is not found there. So you can start the execution, but you can't send arguments to the main method. If you want to send arguments, that's why we use always main as starting point of execution. So here in Java, without main also you can start the execution, but still we prefer to do it in main method only, because we can send command line arguments to main method, but not to static block. You cannot send arguments to static block, but you can send it to main method. Clear? So this completes the story of which one? Public static void main string args. Do you have any questions? Ask. All your doubts of public static void main should be eliminated today. Any questions? That's it.